Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to give this tweet a little bit more color, partly because I got this response from it. You mean expensive NFTs like BAC and punks, not the cheap ones for sure. To be fair, I didn't provide any context when I issued this tweet, so it makes sense that people are likely to have their own interpretations. But in hopes of providing a little bit more clarity, my view of social tokens and NFTs is pretty well aligned with what Rahul said in this video.
What tokens do is give them direct access to those fans, because you now have a relationship where that token is the currency of the Disney world. So I can buy things, and if I happen to be a currency owner, I can get things at a discount. I can get certain access. I might get to see the film a week early. I get so many benefits that I value as a fan. And I might get Disney Plus at a discount. And if I renew my Disney Plus every year, maybe I get more tokens. And maybe I can build a business of selling Disney t-shirts and I charge them in Disney tokens and people start building businesses. So you build a whole economy around Disney, of which there is one already. It's huge, giant. But what's the difference here is, as a token holder, I now share in the economic benefits of that community. So if the community becomes more valuable, then I make more money. My token goes up. It's an asset. So culture becomes an asset that you can invest in. This is game changing. Think of a world of TikTok, of influencers, of songs that come out now on social media. They're not driven by Spotify, they come out on TikTok. Now, what happens if you could invest in the IP rights of that song, of your favorite artist, and then make your own TikTok videos to try and drive its virality? You're helping the artist create network effects. Same with a new Disney film. So you're creating this new GDP, this new value system out of nowhere, where you are fully aligned with that brand, influencer, musician, sports star, whoever it is. That's really big. And once you think that through, you realize, okay, well, where are the big tech players in all of this? Do they understand it yet?
In that segment of the video, Rahul Paul was talking about the network token becoming the social token, allowing for people to invest in communities, influencers, etc. Even though I think he's mostly right, my view is a little bit more nuanced. I think the NFT of the network or the community is more likely to become the social token than the actual token itself or the network token. Because watching Solana, I've noticed that when it comes to, for example, these PFPs, you're more likely to see people coalesce around NFTs than you are to see them coalesce around token. And I think NFT holders, even though most of the market participants are speculators, I think in this cycle, we're starting to see, especially during this bear phase, people buy into social networks by buying the NFT. And I think partly that's because of branding. It's a lot easier to brand using an NFT than it is to create a brand around, let's say, a project or a token. Now, as communities, projects start to build their head around this concept of a social token, I think as these communities and projects become more successful, and this includes entrepreneurs, celebrities, social media influencers, they're all in the same bucket in my view, because a large part of the reason why they're successful is because they've been able to create large communities around themselves. Because either you're using their product or service or you're consuming their content. So without a robust user base or a fan base, it would have been a lot harder for a lot of these entities to achieve the amount of success that they've achieved. And my guess is, as these influencers, celebrities, etc., as they acquire more and more success, you'll see more and more utility added to their respective NFTs. So let's say you're a social media influencer and your focus is Solana NFTs. Let's say you grow your following and now projects are giving you a whitelist because it's an easy way for them to market their platform and create awareness for the mint that they're having. So as a social media influencer, you let everybody know about this upcoming mint, you accept the whitelist, and instead of giving these whitelists away to random people on Twitter, you decide to airdrop these whitelists to a few members in your community that own your NFT. And so by adding that utility, there's a chance that your NFT will become more desirable, more people will purchase it because they're hoping to get airdropped some of these whitelists for exclusive projects. And so if you're looking to invest in this trend early, I think what we need to do is basically look for influencers and people that are already beginning to do this and beginning to create a community around an NFT. For now, I can only think of two people that are poised to benefit from all of this. First being Gary Vee. He has an NFT collection out called VeeFriends, and he's hosting a conference called VeeCon. In order to attend, you need to own one of these NFTs. So what he did was he basically airdropped the ticket to NFT holders, and now some of them are selling the NFT on the secondary marketplace because they're not able to attend. And by the way, on a side note, if let's say Gary starts to host multiple events and they get really big, and it's the place where a lot of large influencers go to learn more about NFTs, people holding VeeFriends are poised to benefit a lot because they're basically getting issued a dividend, right? Because if these events are highly desirable and people don't want to fork over a large sum of money to buy the NFT, they'll just go ahead and buy the ticket on the secondary market. And so if there's multiple events that are being hosted throughout the year, that's an opportunity for NFT holders to basically get a dividend from their NFT. And so the reason I mentioned Gary Vee, number one, is because he's obviously early to this trend. And number two, he's the type of person, in my view, that doesn't stop. Like if you look at CZ, if you look at Sam, even look at Trump, you look at people that have billions and billions of dollars in net worth, those people, they don't stop. They hit 10 million, 20 million. I mean, if the average person out there made 10 to 20 million dollars, they had 10 to 20 million dollars cash sitting in a bank account, they'd probably stop working and just vacation for the rest of their life. The people that hit $1 billion are the types of individuals that don't stop the hustle regardless of the amount of money that they've accumulated. So Gary Vee, in my view, is that type of person, and I don't think he's going to slow down anytime soon. And so now, since we're super early to this trend, it might be worthwhile to purchase his NFT. The other individual that I see with his own NFT collection is Shaq. Now, Shaq has a massive following, and he's another one of those individuals that doesn't stop working. Since the guy retired from the NBA, he continues to hustle. He makes a lot of commercials. He's on TV as a sports analyst. He's an avid investor. He DJs. I mean, the guy stays active despite making a fuck ton of money. So he's another one that I think probably won't stop hustling. So it might be worthwhile to look at his NFTs called Astrals. And speaking of Astrals, just recently, he's allowed people that hold Astral to access his DJ related events for free. So not only has he started his own NFT collection, but he's already giving utility to holders. So at this moment, I only see these two NFTs fitting the narrative that I've outlined, but I'm open to learning about more. If there's more people, more individuals out there that have started their NFT collections and you think it might be worthwhile to look into them, go ahead and make sure to link me the Twitter profile of the NFT collection in the comment section below. Alright, that pretty much wraps up the video. If you guys have enjoyed my Discord already, make sure to do so. I have my own private Discord where I publish alpha to the public channels, and I also have a private channel that you can access by signing up to my Patreon. But even in the public channels, we have a lot of people disseminating and sharing alpha. In fact, there's been actionable alpha that's been posted in the channels that's resulted in people 10 to 20xing their investments. And also have a Discord that I co-manage with a couple buddies of mine. That Discord is focused strictly on Solana NFTs. We share the current meta there. Sometimes projects will allocate whitelist to us. And so you can go ahead and check that out. I strongly recommend that you do, because a lot of the actionable quality alpha that I've gotten has come from people within my network. And so if you want to put yourself in a position to just kill it in the next bull market, definitely work on expanding your network, whether it's through one of my Discords or someone else's Discord, or just directly messaging people on Twitter. Because there's only so much you can cover as an individual, but if you join a community of like-minded individuals, you'll be able to cover a lot more ground, and you're more likely to get quality actionable alpha much earlier than you would have gotten it otherwise. Now, with that being said, this is CryptoOneStop signing out. I'll talk to you folks next time. Bye.